Good morning, everybody. Hello. Welcome back to the show. How was the Asia session, everyone? How's everybody doing? El Barrito, hello there. And MSG UFO in the flash. Loving nature guy, welcome. Content Hunter, entering the building next to Rebby. Lickit is here in the shorts. Rohan Trades, good morning. 44th, X-Punisher, 80 of their name. Hello there. Sutar Sond, hello. Good morning. Ernsten, good morning. Wilkerson J, sorry. Good morning. Hello there. Good morning. Good morning. Zakraman, sir. It's here as well. Coach Carter. Good morning there. Stop that break even. Well, break even is a winning trade, right? Smokey the Sucker Ted. I said Ted, but it's dead. Good morning, aka Ollie. Good morning, or good evening for you, to you. Yeah. How's everybody doing? How was the Asia session? I feel like, I mean, look at that. Quite a big push here. I mean, ever since 8, like how much was it? Like we pushed higher, like almost 160 points-ish. Almost. Wow. No, almost 200. Wow, what a push here. What a push. And anyway, I checked everything. There is nothing up there. $500 in Asia and ran away. You did good. You did good, Ollie. Very good. All right. Happy to hear that. I'm doing great. Thank you. Thank you. I'm also in a short position. Opened it not too recently. As you see, I'm break even currently. So yeah, in this short right now. Honestly, I don't know. I'm a little bit confused. I think it can still push higher, but since there is no supply zone higher, absolutely nothing, and we swept the 200s, I was like, maybe, you know, maybe it could be good to go lower. I was a little bit early on this entry. I should have waited for a shift below the swing low, for example, at 178, but I was not waiting for it. So it's a little bit of an aggressive entry. If it would displace lower, somewhere below the 170s, I would move my stop a little bit down there. So I don't really want it to go back. That's the thing. Today is PPI, yeah, and we have FOMC day, you know. Rustam, true. 191 off low. Let's see. Good morning, Joglymeister. Hello there. 209 low of December 19. Okay. All right. Let's see. Well, I'm kind of hoping that we can go a little bit lower here. As I said, I need to reduce my risk on this trade as much as possible. I mean, we'll see. If it would make a displacement lower than the 170, I would add one more micro to it, but you know, depends. But the stop loss should be moved then, you know. Curry Fishbowl, hello. Lickith is entering with me to a short. Be careful though, like at this point, because it's still not a down close candle as you see it, like here's a bounce, technically a rejection from this level. It can still go higher, and there's a gap here on the 3-minute. Also on the 5-minute, it can easily go up there to 191. I'm okay with that. But, you know, if we go above 200, I don't really want to hold this trade anymore. So I'm just going to let it go. But I'm kind of hoping that we will go back down there. Also, one more thing. I think there is a level here around midnight anyway. I'm just hoping that we can go back. No setup. Yeah, sometimes the no setup is the best. All right, all right. Retrace into 25, 184. Yeah. That's what's happening right now. And, you know, final boss would be that 1 minute demand zone, but I want to get out at 150. So actually I'm going to move my TP just to make sure. 150.50, you know, because of slippage or anything like that. So I want to get out before it's reaching that area, but hopefully it will drop. I really need to see a displacement lower than 171. Yeah. Hey, thank you, JX. Thank you so much. Thank you, thank you. Trying to do the best. Let's see. Let's all smash the likes, everybody. Let's smash the like everywhere. Come on. All right. Let's see what is going on here. All right, so far so good, but I'm afraid it's not that simple as it looks like. I mean, it never is. And just want to make sure that everything checks out. Hedge Fudge, hello, good afternoon, welcome. What's PNL like? Haven't been around for a while. Well, everything is okay. I mean, recently a little bit slow, slower than usual, but trying to make a couple of $100 here and there, but so far so good. So yesterday was actually not a bad day. I mean, I did make some stupid mistakes on one of my Apex funded accounts. Actually hit the daily loss limit yesterday. So it is what it is. It was a new account, so I'm not really happy about it, but what can I do? And the other accounts were doing good. Yeah, so it's a slow progress. I'm currently copying this trade on 2 accounts, but if it's not gonna go good, then we just let it be. The Faceless Man, hello. Don't worry about it, Funded Sopham. You're absolutely on time. Yeah, so the entry is it's a little bit aggressive entry, so it's not my usual type of entry. All I can tell you is that the target, so the target is down there on this 1 minute demand zone right here. So this is the level I see here. We have something else down there, which I'm going to explain a little bit later, but we have a 1 minute demand zone. And just before the 1 minute zone, we have a fair value gap here on the 1 minute, right there. But what's most important is that we have 150 level right up there. So that's why my TP is going to be 150.50. So target wise, this is what I'm looking for. We swept everything we could in this push. So I checked everything. I'm not going to go over by scrolling left, but there's really nothing. There's a swing high way up there at 393.75. There's a buy side. I'm not sure that we're going to push it up there right now in London, at least. I don't know. So this is the only level here. Now my entry was a little bit aggressive. So I entered at 180. Yeah, right here. So the only reason for that is that, again, it was a little bit aggressive. This is my so-called bearish market structure shift. It's not like a super duper great entry, but this is how I try to justify this entry. And yeah, I'm just kind of looking for a drop here. The distance right now is about 29 points, 30 points. I think that's reasonable in London. I would be much happier if we would see a displacement below 170, because I could move my stop then just a little bit. Because if we displace lower, I definitely don't want to see it like go above like the 190s too much or something like that. But for now, this is it. And it seems like we're stuck in this area, which is not good. It's not good. But this is the concept of this trade. And as you can see, it's kind of holding this area. Not the best short for sure. Good morning, Michal. Hello, Gabor. Hello there. You have a maximum loss limit. Yeah, I have a maximum loss limit. Yeah. I have a daily loss limit, if that's what you're referring to. Randall, good to see you, man. So no going back to day job. Apex, yeah, Apex still around. Apex is actually got even better. I mean, much better. This Apex upgraded, so they're now better than ever. Thank God they did that. They simplified everything. Finally. Nickname, last name. Hello there. Inevitable. Yeah. Would like to share your content, but I don't have. There is network community might interested as a. Don't worry about it, Coach Carter. It's completely okay. Thank you so much for watching, by the way. And everybody, please smash the likes. Let's all smash the likes. All right. Previous week high will be swept first and then we'll go down. Yeah, that could happen. That could happen. I agree with that. It's very close. So yeah, Loving Nature guy, that is a possible scenario. And this is why this short is a little bit dangerous. Frequency, good morning. Hello. Trader Monk, what's up? I keep forgetting London opening. Yeah, London open until March 29. So it's going to be next Sunday. So until next Sunday, we're in a little bit of this upside down schedule. And this is partially the reason that I can't really do the early New York streams, because I just don't have enough time to squeeze that in. So yeah, next Sunday, Europe is going to shift as well. And yeah, everything is going to go back to normal, including, you know, kill zone times and everything. Asian was yeah. Exactly, this is the case, Faceless Man. So Asia was moving. London is most likely going to be a consolidation, which is like one of the worst scenarios for a trader, right? So fake out to go higher in premium. Yeah, could happen. Could happen. Could happen. I'm telling you, if it would drop like a little bit faster, if there would be some momentum kicking in, I would be jumping. I mean, I would be adding to the position to get the last part of the trade a little bit heavier, the last 10 points. But so far, it's just like it keeps hovering here. I don't like that. Yes, exactly, Randall. So I was not closed. So here's what happened. It was a new account. Hold on. Where is it? Okay. So here's what happened. I'm not logged into the Funded Futures network account because they're still preparing the funded account. So this was the account, unfortunately. And yesterday I hit the daily loss limit. and it is what it is. And this one also is kind of recovering right now. Well, I'll try. These other funded accounts are doing a little bit better. This one is still kind of new. Haven't traded on this. This is Lucid account. This is these are evaluation accounts. So I still have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 funded accounts at Apex. I have 2 funded accounts at Funded Futures Network, and I just passed a Take Profit Trader funded account, but it's not here because it's not been activated yet, because the activation credit is not in the credit bank yet. So that's one more funded account. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 plus 1 at Bulenox. So 9 funded accounts overall right now. I still need to work a little bit more on the Lucid and the TRADEDAY and the MyFundedFutures accounts, because I'm, you know, it's a little bit funny and it's a bit of a curse, because I'm a co-host at MyFunded TV, which I love to do, and I'm still kind of struggling to get. I mean, I was having payouts last year multiple times, but this year I'm just struggling to get payouts from MyFunded Futures. And anyway, we'll see. But so far, these are the accounts. TRADEDAY is also good, by the way. TRADEDAY is good with the daily payouts. That's why I'm keep saying TRADEDAY is really good. It has the same type of payouts as Take Profit Trader, so daily payouts. Anyway, so currently 9 funded accounts overall, and 2 of them are in a bit of a drawdown here. We'll see. We'll see if I can get these back on track. Yeah, Apex are like before. Simpler rules, yeah. So there's going to be no more approval waiting and everything. They automated the system. If someone is reaching the payout threshold, you're going to get the payout. That's what they're promising. No more investigations and anything like that. You hit the payout, you hit the level, you're going to get the payout. That's what they keep saying. So you weren't closed, you were paused because you didn't. Yeah, exactly. I read that. Good morning, Ashukumar. Hello. It's obvious they close your account if you hit. No, it's at Apex, they don't close your account. It's just a soft breach. Same with MyFunded. Yeah, I don't know why is that. I mean, maybe I'm just putting too much stress on those funded accounts. I don't know. I don't like the new accounts. I misscale. I do see the accounts from different prop firms all the same time. Well, it's because I'm using NinjaTrader. With NinjaTrader, you know, you're able to connect to multiple accounts. So for example, here you go, connections. Here are my connections. I can connect to, currently I'm connected to Apex. I'm connected to Lucid, MyFunded Futures, and TRADEDAY. But I can connect to multiple prop firms at the same time with NinjaTrader, right? So for example, if I try to connect to Funded Futures Network, I don't know if it's going to connect because the accounts are still under preparation for the actual funded account. I don't know if it's here. It should be connecting. Okay, I think it's here. Here's the funded. Okay, so here are the accounts. As you can see it has 52,000 and 52,000. Now, I'm just waiting for the static account here at Funded Futures Network. So whatever you make on the static account, it's going to start from 52,000. That's actually the profit. So these passed. But I don't need these, so I'm going to disconnect from Funded Futures Network right now. So this is how simple it is. Why would someone need that many accounts? Good question. Very good question, David. Well, partially because obviously it's part of my business as an affiliate, and I always like to have backup accounts. So I said that many times, like I'm constantly rotating 2 or 3 funded accounts that I'm working on each day, but I'm not trading. So it's very important, David, to understand that I'm not trading on all these accounts at the same time. So I'm not copy trading them, but I'm rotating them in small groups, like 2 or 3 accounts. If something bad happens, like for example, I go through a full tilt session or a glitch comes up or whatever, or for any reason, if I lose some of these funded accounts, it's just good to know that I can just, you know, continue tomorrow or the other day and just move on with another 2 or 3 batch, another batch of funded accounts. That's it. I need to keep myself in the flow. But this is only because, I mean, I do it like this. There's nothing wrong with having one single funded account, by the way. There's nothing wrong with that. It's just the way I do it. That's it. That's it. Rotating small. Trade day, they need buffer. Yes. Yes. Trade day need buffer. Oh, full port dump. Not today, but I'll try to do a giveaway tomorrow or Friday. All right. I'm sorry about it, by the way. Full port dump. Oh, you can have more than one active connect at the same time. Did not know. Yeah, but only on TradeAway. With Rhythmic, because NinjaTrader can connect to Rhythmic, you're only able to have one connection to Rhythmic Trader. Okay, so this is why I can't trade Bulenox and, for example, Funded Futures Network at the same time. So only one connection to Rhythmic at a time. But to TradeAway, you can have multiple. Hey, absolutely, David. So you can shift from one account to another just a click. Yes, just with one click. Exactly. Just with one single click, I can just shift. And, you know, if I do something stupid on one of these or 2 of these accounts and I don't want to go on tilt, I just leave those accounts and I'm just going to switch to another account if I really feel like it. Depends on the situation, right? So the rich dude, I'm new here. What is the strategy? I would love to hear. Oh, rich dude, thank you so much, first of all, for joining us and being here. I always love to see new people. My strategy is in a very, very, very short nutshell. I'm looking for supply and demand zones. I'm looking for the price to hit certain supply and demand zones. So that's one thing. That's my target. And the way I enter is basically I'm using fair value gaps to enter to the trade. So I just need a market structure shift or continuation with the fair value gap, and that's it. As long as we have enough momentum, usually, like not right now, but and the proper risk to reward ratio, it's fine. And that is it. The alpha and the omega of my strategy is the target, which are the supply and demand zones. So I'm kind of mixing up a little bit, like I'm mixing the smart money concepts. I'm not an ICT core follower. Let me state that multiple times. Like, I'm not an ICT core follower. I'm not a cult member. I'm not listening to the tinfoil stuff and everything. I did learn a lot from his 2022 mentorship. I don't follow what's he doing nowadays. I don't really care, to be honest. But I do use some portions of those lectures to my trading, and I added the supply and demand zones to the equation. That's it. Learn something new about it. Let's go, Faceless Man. Nice. Smash the like button, by the way. Yeah, let me see how we're doing. You know, we want to look good on YouTube. Let's see how we're doing. Let's see how we're doing here. Let me see. Let me see. We have 52 likes and 199 viewers. Thank you so much, everybody. I think we can get 200 likes, right? Until the end of the stream. Let's get 200 likes. I know we can do it, right? 54 already. Let's do 100. 56, all right. Let's go. 44 more needed. Good morning. How did you find that 1 minute demand zone? Oh yeah, so here's a quick explanation for you. I do have a video about this. Hold on. So EDSCO, I suggest if you have time, not now maybe, but like there's the 35-minute video. Here's the link I created a couple of months ago. I explain everything in that video. It's not the best edit, EDSCO. It's definitely, I'm sorry about that. I'm preparing a brand new version of it, but it's not the best editing, but I think I can explain it there. And, you know, you can watch it. I explain everything, how I'm finding those levels. Let's do it. Can I pass Apex on one day? Yes. Yes, you can. You can pass Apex. I mean, the end of day, hold on. End of day is a little bit tricky. I don't know if they have a consistency rule there. Let me see. Let me see. End of day. There's no consistency on the evaluation, right? Yeah, you can pass it in one day. There's no consistency on the eval. So yeah. It's $29.55 with my coupon code. If you would like to support the channel, this is the shameless plug. Please use my code TOMSABO. It's up there. Thank you for the support. It does help the channel. The code TOMSABO will give you the best available discount at all these platforms, except unfortunately, Take Profit Trader still has not got back to me. Take Profit Trader cut off my affiliate code, unfortunately, but hopefully they can reinstate it. I don't know. I sent them 2 emails already, but they cut me off. I don't know. It is what it is. But for the rest of the prop firms that you see at the banner up there, the code is the same. Thank you for the support. My model Princeton NASDAQ. Let's go. I pass evals in one day gambling. Well, you know, trust futures, it's hard to say, like, what is considered gambling, right? And I think it's a good question. Like, for example, let's just go with the example of a cheap upfront cost account like Apex or Bulenox, whatever. If you have a budget, for example, like you have $100, you can buy how much? You can buy 5 evaluation accounts at Apex, I think from the 50K trading account. So you can buy 5 of those. Now, if you put $1,000 of risk, for example, on each of those trades you make, and you have like a good risk to reward ratio, I'm not saying you should do this. This is just a mathematical example. Then you got to understand you spent $100, which is $20 per trade. All right, so let's backtrack this. You're spending $20 per trade if you're putting $1,000, which is the maximum, which is the daily loss limit. You're risking $20 per trade. Now, what are the chances that you're gonna get that profit target from each of those $20 of risks, right? Even if you hit the daily loss limit, you still have the account for the next day, right? So mathematically speaking, if you have a system for it, yes, you can go on with that, right? You can still, you know, pass it. Is it gambling? I don't know. That's what I'm saying. If you have a system, I would not consider it as gambling because, you know, making the decision that you're not going to risk more than $100 to get the funded accounts, even multiple funded accounts with the, you know, with the strategy, then that's controlled risk in my end. That is controlled risk. That is a strategy. And I think that can work, actually. So, you know. Is Sabo your last name? Yes, Likith. Yes. No, I'm not the only one. Take Profit Trader cut off a lot of affiliates, by the way, last week. A lot of, most likely small affiliates being cut off. Small streamers, but I don't want to say names, but I do know smaller streamer than myself, or I do know content creators who are not even streaming. They just have like an X profile and their code is still working. I don't know how, because I checked it and I was a little bit disappointed to see, like, yes, it's good for them. They left a few small streamers and creators with the code, but we're having a great community here and I stream every day and my code was cut off. I don't know. Interesting. And I was always putting out their link in the pin message. Well, it's not my decision. But when you pass, you need to pay again. You need to pay an activation fee, but that's a different story. That's a different story. I'm just talking about to get funded, to get the funded account, right? The algo is on daily time frame, put them on a previous account. It could be. The biggest thing is that if you can trade in your personal, you can trade in your prop. There is no difference, to be honest. If you can trade max, it's one account, have a payout, buy next. That is also true, Michal. So if you cannot trade on one account, yeah, then why, you know, why have multiple accounts? True. What background color? I'm not sure, rich dude. What I used to do is you can take a screenshot from the stream and there's a website, you can Google it. You just Google color picker. You just type into Google like color picker and you upload the screenshot and it's going to tell you exactly the hex code, the RGB code and everything of the color, everything. I don't have the name for the color, but you know what? I can actually check it. What's the background? I don't even know. Canva. So here's the background color, but I don't have a code for it. But you can do a screenshot and the color picker website is going to exactly tell you which color is this. Why don't you show your payouts? Are you even profitable? Yeah, I am not profitable so far this year. But I can do a payout video every now and then, if that's what you guys would like to see. This year, I'm technically break even, just 3 payouts. Everything is live in gamble, yeah, is gamble, yeah. I'm not trading cryptos. I mean, I was trading with Warbucks a little bit, you know, and I got payouts from Warbucks, but I blew up the account. Hey, no luck, pure skill. Hello there. I don't know, Trust Futures, other MyFunded TV hosts have TPT discount codes working. For example, Pine Tree has his TPT discount code working. Methodical Man has his TPT discount code working. So I don't think so. I don't think, you know. Click on the plus. Okay. All right. Okay, so this is it. Sorry. Hashtag 131E28. No, not rude question. No, there's no rude questions. Good morning, Marco. Hello. Here for the TOMSABO magic. Hello. Good morning, Mike. What's up? Yeah. Without risk, there's no reward. That's true. So here's the code for the background. Life is a gamble. Yeah, true, true. No, I think it would be great to have payout videos. So let's do that. No risk, no Rari. Yeah. Can you invite Zero DJ to? I mean, it's not my, I mean, I think we can. I'm not the one who's deciding who comes up as guest host or host. I think Jay was on MyFunded TV a couple of months ago, if I remember correctly. I think he was a guest, but you know, I guess we can. I guess I can tell the others to hit him up again. You know, Jay is cool. To me, prop is better solution in terms you can and you forced to be disciplined. Yeah, you are, exactly. So Goran actually said something really important. It might not sound so good, but it's actually good. You are forced to be disciplined. You are forced to be disciplined, and I like that. Logic behind this trade, it's based on the 1 minute chart, by the way. There was a market structure shift after liquidity sweep, and there is a 1 minute demand zone with a fair value gap down there, and I just want to get out at 150 right there. So that was the reason. Unfortunately, I'm not so much liking this short, but yeah, so looking for the demand zone to be hit. Actually, I want to get out up there at 150.50. And yeah, if it's, but I just don't like the fact that it's just trying to hold this area. And, you know, my stop is at 206. You know, once we get above 200 again, obviously it's going to make a new high. So I don't want to hold the trade. But we have 23 more minutes until London and the pre-market open. Is swearing okay on MyFunded TV? And not so much. Not so much. I mean, they didn't specifically. I mean, we talked about it. I mean, on the meeting, like we try not to swear because, you know, like there are some guidelines that being told like what not to do, and you know, a little bit less swearing. Actually, I think there's nobody swearing on MyFunded TV so far. Natural gas exhibit very short-term bullish momentum. Well, yeah. See, thank you, more money, for the info. I feel like there's going to be some bullish momentum sooner or later there on natural gas. Jay is really great. He got so good in his trades, and yeah, he's getting payouts. Good morning, Simba. Hello there. Forced to be disciplined or forced to go outside of sensible RM and limit your scaling. Good point there, Randall. Good point. I get it. I get the point, and it's a good point. It's a really good point. I'm still, I mean, I know scaling is important. I mean, I think we got to understand something. Like, yes, I said forced to be disciplined, but we also keep forgetting that once you're above the safety net on the, it doesn't really matter which prop firm are we talking about. Once you build up a certain amount of buffer, you're gonna get more comfort and more like stress-free trading environment if you build up a little bit more buffer on your funded account, especially if you're way above the safety net. Then you can obviously scale up as well. But yeah, the party shirt trader is here in the flesh. Hey, Yeah, it's the new contract, I think. Yes, I'm on the new contract. Yes. We are on the new one. So this is the June contract, I think. Yeah. Welcome. And Kubel Kaboosh, hopefully. New York is a little bit sketchy nowadays. I mean, look at yesterday. I mean, we had this push at the open. I mean, yeah. And this is the 5-minute. Look at, hold on. Okay, market open, and look at this. So it's absolutely horrible. I mean, definitely not the best. Oh my, it's not looking good. It's not looking good. Suey. Bangkok gonna be wild, really? Man. Publisher traders really having a good time in Bangkok. Good morning, Aaron. Good luck to you too. Good luck. 72 likes. We need 28 more. 28 more. Caught all the big moves. Oh my gosh, congratulations. Yeah, FOMC tonight, everybody. So, you know, just be careful with that. What's expected? Let's see. All right, decision. Here's what to expect. The dot plot. Expecting the same rate. I don't know. Here's an article if you guys are interested. I can copy paste it to you. What to expect. I got 5k payouts total and I had 7 more k on 3 funded. From stress I was offended, but I could take all payouts. 7. Wow. Frequency, that's quite a roller coaster. But actually, you know, you proved it to yourself that you can make it. And that's what matters, you know. I wrote an interesting post today on my channel about instant funding, which anyone interested should read. I'm going to paste it there. I can actually paste Randall's article about the instant funding. There you go. After 3 good profitable trading days, I have 2-day losing streak after switching contracts on my funded account. I'm now 300 away from drawdown. Oh. Yeah, $50 risk. Obviously with 1 micro, I guess. Can you please Bitcoin analysis? Sure, Coach Carter. Sure. Coach Carter, let's see. Bitcoin. What's happening on Bitcoin? So here's Bitcoin. Gotta look at the daily as well. So here's the daily Bitcoin. We have, yeah, so we have relative equal highs up there. There's a daily fair value gap. Nothing on the 4 hour. I mean, there is a 4 hour zone down there. There's a demand zone, 4 hour. 4 hour demand zone right down there. What else? Let's go lower. Nothing on the hourly here. Nothing on the hourly. And nothing on the 15-minute to the downside. Actually, there is something here on the 15-minute on the upside. So look at that. There's a 15-minute supply zone right up there. I mean, I'm talking about mostly intraday suggestion here. It's not financial advice, but 75, 173 is a supply zone up there. Could be sweeping some more liquidity here and then go higher. On the 5-minute, okay, there's not much happening on the 5 either. Nothing on the downside really. It looks bullish. Looking for zones. Honestly, I don't really see anything. I wouldn't go down to the 1-minute because that would be useless on Bitcoin, I think. I would be looking for possible longs to get to 75, 173. That's a very nice 15-minute zone up there. So maybe looking for buys, if I would be trading it, looking for buys above this level at 340-ish area, 74,300. So 74,340 or 50 would be looking for a possible buys to have one more push to that supply zone. On the downside, I'm not really interested in anything on Bitcoin. I'm sorry. I wouldn't do anything with that. But, you know. The 1 hour chart looks like consolidation or sort of like an accumulation phase to get ready for one more push to even go higher. So I would stay bullish. Yeah. Yeah. I know it's not much, but that's the only thing I see right now on Bitcoin. What's expected? Well, Drum, I don't know. It seems like they're expecting a no change on the interest rate. So I'm not sure. I think it's just going to wiggle up and down, most likely. Euro started to go down. Euro futures. I don't even know if I have it. Oh, wow, yeah. Look at Euro futures. It's going down. Oh. All right, trading view froze down. Amazing. Okay, not yet. You're welcome. How's your gym and food routine? It's going really well. I'm going to the gym like 4 times a week. I'm fasting. I do the what's it called? Intermittent fasting. Yeah, intermittent fasting is what I'm doing. So I'm trying to fast like 20 hours a day. Sometimes less, but my average is around 20 hours. And you know, what's surprising to me, this is my 2nd week of intermittent fasting. What is really surprising to me, that I can tell you guys, maybe it's because my body got used to it for the 2nd week, I'm absolutely comfortable for not eating for 20 hours. Absolutely comfortable. I am not hungry at all. Absolutely good. I'm drinking coffee without sugar, without sweetener, without everything, you know, just pure black coffee. I'm drinking tea without sweetener, without sugar, nothing in it, and water. This is the 3 things I'm drinking: water, coffee, and tea. That's it. I'm not hungry. So, doing good. Oh, come on, please drop down. We're missing volume here. We're still 8 more minutes to go. I eat after New York market 1 time a day. Yeah, I mean, after market close, yeah. I also eat 1 time, once a day. Well, maybe not just once. Like I use that 4-hour window to have like maybe 2 meals, but I'm trying to eat healthy food. Like I eat, for example, fruit as well, a little bit, not too much. Yesterday I ate a bit of a carb. I need some carbs too, and I drink protein shake to protect my muscles. I drink a protein shake. Yesterday I ate a small oh, what's it called? Come on, today I can't speak English. Whole grain. Yeah, whole grain bucket. Yeah, that's what I was eating yesterday, just a small one. And I was eating some vegetables and some chicken. So, you know, yogurt, for example. There you go, Kiyoshia. It's so good to hear, because I never tried this, you know, before. And I know Trading Star always told me, he's a really good expert on this, like, hey, Tom, you should do this. And I was like, okay, let's try it. I was always scared, like, how am I going to be able to survive without food? And I am so surprised that I'm not hungry. Even after yesterday, I did a 24-hour fast. For example, yesterday I did 24 hours. I was not hungry after 24. I was absolutely not hungry. Yeah, I could eat, of course, I could eat, but I was like, okay, I can go with this, no problem. "48 hours fast streak, wow." Delta Gamma Vega Boy, hello. Fasting for probably 2 years, and I will keep fasting in my life for the rest of my life. But you need a diet change. Learn Mediterranean foods and stay away from ultra processed. Yes, Delta Gamma Vega Boy. Thank you for saying that, because I'm trying to learn as I go, and I was reading more about it. Like, I need to leave the processed food way far behind, and obviously I need to eat more healthier. But if I try to eat more healthier and do the fasting, it's going to be a great combination. But I need to protect my muscles because a friend of mine works at the gym, and he's not so flattered by the fasting. I mean, he gets it that it can help to lose weight, but he keeps telling me that I'm going to lose. I have to be careful because I'm going to lose muscle. And he just always puts this bug in my ear, like, hey, Tom, you're going to lose muscle. You're going to lose muscle if you don't, if you do it, you're going to lose your muscle. I was like, okay, but I'm drinking protein shake. I'm eating eggs and chicken, but he always nagging me, Tom, you're going to lose your muscle. I'm like, okay. Yeah. I trade since 2021. Like, I had a losing streak in 2018, but let's just forget about that. I restarted and relearned everything since 2021. Wait, comes and show you. Good morning, content. Counter trend only, sorry. What is the MSS? That's market structure shift on the 1 minute chart, by the way. So that's a 1 minute chart market structure shift. Right there. 3 more minutes until London. As lots of good videos. I heard about the name Dr. Berg. Yeah. 1 minute of EVOP now. That's down there, right? At 103. Depending on where you anchored it, right? So many of us fasting. Time for, yeah, we're going to do the fasting channel, everybody. We're going to do the fasting channel. We are at 83 likes, everybody. Thank you so much for watching. Trenton, thank you for subscribing. Welcome to the channel, Trenton. Let's smash the likes. We're having 89, 11 more to go, and we have 100. Thank you, thank you. Eat pet food. Yeah, Bowser's. Bowser said it. Yeah, it's a bit of a choppy day right now. I think, Simba, it's because it might be anchored in a different point. I do 1 week does during hot times. She's scrambled eggs. Oh, that's a really good one. Freighter Redux. That sounds actually good. Less than 2 minutes to go. Actually, only 1 minute to go until market open. Now, keep in mind, this is a small trade. I'm copying it on 2 of my accounts. So losing muscle doesn't make sense of evolution. You need muscles for survival. Why would the body use muscle instead of fat? Yeah, that's what I was asking myself. Like, as far as I've learned, and I'm absolutely not an expert on fasting, but as far as I've learned in these so-called expert videos, they're saying that the body is going to consume the fat first, and only muscle comes last, if there's really nothing else to go with. But I've learned so far that it should be the fat first and then muscle after. I don't know, maybe I'm wrong. I was just watching videos. Few more seconds until London open and pre-market open, so here we go, everybody. In 48 hours you start losing muscle. All right, that's actually good to know. Oh, okay. I'm right. Okay, that's good to know. I mean, I was just watching videos on YouTube, that's all. Also, muscle will burn calories, fat won't. Yeah. Fat for energy. Only way to ketogenic diet for 4 weeks. Yeah. So, are we gonna drop here or not? There was no fair value gap, by the way, on the 1 minute chart, only up there at 170-ish area. I wanted to add a little bit more to the position, but I don't think I want to because it can also bounce up there. I don't know. Look at this. Exactly. Here's a bit of a bounce. Focusing on the market. Oh yeah. Well, there's not much to do with this. Actually, I can do something. I can bring my stop lower. If it would go, I can bring my stop down to here. So I'm reducing my risk on this trade because let's just be honest, if we go above the 192-ish area, it's most likely just going to push it above 200, right? So we talked about this a couple of times, like where to put your stop. Obviously, you can find some swing highs and swing lows, and that's a good point. But like, ask yourself, like, what do you think if price goes up to from here up to 192? How much is the chance that it's going to push above 200? I think the chance for that is like very high. So once we get to 192-ish area, chances are very high that we're going to push to 200. What are the chances if we're above 200 that is going to create a new high? Very high. So, you know, I don't want to be in this position once we go above 192 there. So I just don't care anymore, and that's it. How you manage risk? Well, usually I don't like to move my stop. I like to leave it on as long as possible or until the trade is reaching the TP. The problem is that right now we don't really have enough volume. So sometimes I move the stop. Sometimes I do take partials, reducing the risk, you know. Bring to break even. When intermittent fasting, your body speeds up production of human growth hormone, which protects from losing muscle. Oh yeah. Oh, look at this push here. Terrible reaction. I'm comfortable with my stop, by the way, because it's a very small position. Actually, I might even, I don't know, should I add to this? No, because there's no gap here that I can go with. I'm not going to add to it. I'm comfortable with my stop. I was expecting it, unfortunately, but yeah, no flush. Well. Still kind of waiting. What's happening on gold? Gold actually went down a little bit here. Trying to find some grip. Well, I'm not disappointed in the price action because it's typical. It's typical, and not just in London, but on FOMC day, you know. AG Trader added to the short. You know, a part of me also wants to add to this short. Good morning, Devil Jin. Hello. I've been trading for the past 2 years and only had one payout. Once I lose a certain amount, something trips and account blows down. Andy, we all have the same feeling there. The problem is, I just talked about this yesterday with Terry, for example. I mean, I told her that it's so hard to accept the losses. One of the biggest challenges in trading is that it's so hard to accept the loss. And I think it's reflecting from our personal life. It's kind of a subconscious thing. Like, we're all humans, and as humans and the ego and everything, it's just hard to accept if you are wrong, right? Let's just face it. It's hard to accept the fact if you are wrong. And so if you are wrong in trading, that just actually multiplies that feeling. Like, for example, if you're having a tough week or a tough month because there's too much stress in your life, not to mention if it's financial issues, it's much harder to accept those losses, because you might get rejections in your personal life, maybe from your spouse, maybe at your job, maybe in your business, whatever it may be. You might be having rejections and you feel like you are wrong, and then you sit down to trade and you're having a losing trade, and it just triggers everything. You know, it just escalates those feelings. So I wish there could be a simple answer for that. I know. Andy, it's all about psychology, just like I was saying. It's all you have to find. I think the answer is not about the strategy. I think many, especially new traders, are going with a wrong. They're searching for answers in the strategy. Like, oh, I found the next best strategy. Oh, this strategy is going to be much better. Oh, this indicator is the one. Now, finally, this is going to help. No, it's not. I think the answer is within the psychology, with the mindset. That's the answer. I'm a true believer. There are so many profitable strategies. Does not need to be proven. Like, oh, is this a proven strategy? Oh, is this work? A simple trendline strategy can work, or a simple moving average strategy can work. It's all about risk management, and risk management is all about psychology. So the answers need to be looked for with the psychology. And I'm a real believer in that. Embrace the loss, exactly. You got to embrace the loss. Yeah, Zacro Monster, yeah, exactly. So it's just hard to deal with losses. Yeah. So if you develop bad feelings about that, that's going to develop a bad habit and a bad muscle memory, you know. Winging it. Let's go, Devil Jin. Sizing, yeah, by the way, sizing small. Guys, ever since I switched to trade with micros, most likely I think it was in 24 that I completely left the minis. I got endless amount of messages and comments that, oh, you can't make money with micros, and why are you trading micros, because it's just useless. Well, I respectfully disagree with that. Ever since I trade with micros, and you might say, oh, you just made $100 on this trade. I mean, you know, on average, on one funded account, let's just say you have a funded account which is above the threshold, right? So you're working for your payouts, okay? Let's assume that you're already on that level, that you have a funded account at the safety net, And now the real job begins. Okay, the real work begins. Okay, let's just assume that situation. You have an account at the safety net, and now you can actually, you're working for your money that you're pulling out from a prop firm. Now, just from one single funded account, if you can pull out like $1,000 in a month or $2,000 in a month, how would that extra $2,000 change your life? Or would that be beneficial to your current lifestyle? Just pulling out an extra $2,000 or $3,000 from that one single funded account. Because if you break it down to weekly goals, like not goals, but like weekly P&Ls, it's, by the way, it's not that hard to make $500 with micros. So I'm just talking about $500 from micros per week on average. Imagine if you're making $100 on a day and $200 on another day, and then you lose $100 the next day. But anyway, you're averaging out $500 a week. How would that $2,000 from that one single, not multiple funded accounts like I do, but one single funded account, $2,000, how would that benefit your life? For many people, I think it would be life-changing. I think. But $2,000 or $3,000 per month on average here in my country could be life-changing, really. But anyway, so trading with micros actually helped me a lot. My strategy, I'm going for a supply and demand zones. Unfortunately, this morning I was so close to TP. It seems like it's going to be a stop loss, but I'm looking for supply and demand zones mixed up with a 2022 ICT mentorship. For me, everything changed when I started a live account with my money. Let's go. Yeah, it's I did hear about that too. Like, if you're going with your own money live. Penny stock trade, I always trade with micros. I'm at 50 micros, 50 enter, scaling in and scaling out, recycling. Exactly. You just said it, Leslie. It's all about risk management, right? So it's everything is about risk management. Yeah, Tim, that's also a possibility. Like making $50. I know it sounds weird, and I do like the idea, Tim. But I also received these kind of messages like, oh, if it's just make $50 every day, and it's please, I'm respectful, I'm just saying, don't be offended. I'm not saying this for that purpose to offend you or anything or anyone, but it's easy to say to make $50 every day on 20 accounts, and it's a completely different story to do it. It's a completely different story. And that being said, yes, imagine if you copy trade that many accounts and just going with one micro for $50 or $100. Yes. Stress-free, right? I wouldn't say it's stress-free, but it's like someone who works for 20 an hour. Sounds good. There you go, Devil Jin. 2K is a lot. NQ is in Finland. You can get 1 liter gasoline and 1 Big Mac. Yeah. Thank you, Ryan. Well, unfortunately, I don't feel I'm not confident in this trade anymore. I'm going to tell you why. Because we have these 2 wicks here. I think the price just wants to go higher to the 90s, and it's just gonna wick higher than 188. So it's most likely gonna take my stop loss as well. That is what it is. But there's no other zone here, so I don't want to. I'm not gonna, reverse or do anything. I'm just gonna let it go. Yeah, you need crazy mental awareness. Limit order on 200. Oh yeah. Yeah, I'm done. we're doomed with this trade. Do you have any mentorship opportunities or know where I can find one? I'm really looking to pay someone who's just flexing with a Lambo. Well, I don't do mentorship, but there will be shortly a Discord membership. I already have a Discord for free, but it's basically that my Discord channel is right now dead. It's because of me, because I'm not really uploading content to my Discord. There are some people there, but I'm not really uploading content there. There is a Discord being prepared because I'm kind of planning to move to stream on Discord to a private membership or something, like we can speak more freely about ideas and everything. So that's within my plans to do so, but it's not active yet. But you know, Ernston, if you're just being here at the stream, that's actually great, because we are all exchanging information here, you know. Average salary is above 2k euro per month. My salary is above the 2k withdrawals per there you go. Freighter, thank you for sharing that. Thank you for sharing that. And that's one of the examples here. Thank you again. Like how much it can change your life. And just trading with micros, you know, proper risk management, only one funded account. Get out of the shorts is going up. It could be, but I'm okay with that. You know, I as I said, I am comfortable with my stop loss. I'm absolutely fine taking the stop on this one. It's not hurting me at all. If I would close the trade now and for some reason the trade would drop down to my TP, I would be feeling very bad. Like that would trigger some FOMO and tilt. And I'm not going to let that happen. So I am willingly, comfortably taking the full stop loss on this trade. No problem with that at all. Instead, you know, I did that many times. Oh, let's close it. It's back to green. Let's close it. I closed it and drops. And I hate that. That's the most annoying feeling in trading that I can get. So I am very happy with the full stop loss. Very, very happy. I'm not that happy, but I'm okay to take that. No problem. How many micros do you trade at most? Well, usually maximum 10 micros if I'm scalping. I don't really have time. You could say like, why don't you switch to 1 mini then? Because I can't scale in and out with the mini. So with 10 micros, I can also scale in and scale out from a scalp trade, for example. Let's go, Psychog. Let's go. Oh my gosh, Punisher trade up 24k this week, only trading micros. Oh my gosh. 28k this week, only trading micros. Jesus. Wow. As my country is 152k is a small fortune. Oh my gosh. Friends of Indigo. Thank you for sharing that. Oh, it's too early and easy to take. Yeah, it's easy to scale in and out with micros, yeah. Choppy action for sure. It's gonna be TP. I don't know. I don't know if it's gonna be TP or not. But whatever it will be, I can't really force anything here. So Absolutely, Andy. Off to work. All right. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you. Thank you. And see you next time. Looks bearish on the 4-hour. By the way, the buy one, get one for free promo is still running at Funded Futures Network. So you can get a 50K account with no activation fee for $45. $45 for a 50K account with no activation fee. That's kind of cheap. Read the details in the pin message. Funded Futures Network, check out the pin message, Lubo, up there in the chat, and you can read about the details. Right now, it's as the standard account, you only need to pay $99, I think, or $97, I don't even know. And in exchange, you are going to get 2 accounts. So you pay $99, but you're getting 2 accounts with no activation fee. Yeah, so details are in the pin message up there. Just saying. I'm in 500 bucks drawdown on the 50K rapid. Let's go. Bob, thank you for joining. Welcome, Bob. Believe in your direction is what I confirm. Exactly, as you said. It works exactly. So if it takes out my stop, I'm going to feel absolutely fine knowing that, you know, I managed the trade. I stood by my rules and I didn't change my mind in the middle of the trade and, you know, just let it go. And at least I will know my answer. This is the, I know it sounds like a stupid question, but I want to know my answer. I'm asking the market, is my analysis correct? Is it going to drop down and take that level? And the market might just say, no, we're going to go higher and push it higher. Okay. Then I will know my answer, at least. So oil is ripping. What's happening? Oh, wow. Look at that. Crude is really pushing. Wow. From 91 to 93. Okay. Oh, sorry. 500 drug drawdown on, maybe I misunderstood. Look, it's 500 bucks drawdown on the, I misunderstood. Sorry, look at that. 500 bucks is, by the way, is not a big deal. $500 is absolutely recoverable. So I tried to come up with a number for myself as well. Like, what would be the number on a funded account that I could still recover, like with no, not just recover, but that doesn't really bothers my mind. And it's about $600, maybe $700. If I lose $600 or $700 on any of my funded accounts on a session or a day, I'm okay with that. I know that, okay, I can with a bit of a luck and more discipline, I can easily get it back. Maybe not the next day, but throughout the week. So I'm okay with that. If I'm down like $1,200 or above 1,000, well, it kind of triggers some emotions. Some tilt or revenge trading emotions could be kicking in. I'm not putting it to break even. I'm just going to leave it be. Best loser wins. Exactly. Exactly. Best loser wins. Friends of Indigo. Yeah. There's no foolproof strategy, and there will never be a foolproof strategy. I'm going to bounce. Well, let it bounce. And relax. Hello. Which firm did you just mention? 45. Funded Futures Network. And relax. Check the pin message up there in the chat. MyFundedFutures network. It's in the pinned message. You can read the details at my community post. Right here. So here are the details and how you can get the free account, right? And everything is down there. You can check the account details and everything. Everything is there. Oh my gosh, this trade. This trade is like, wow. I'm gonna leave my TP and my stop. I don't care. I'm okay. Trade what you see. Well, you know, there's a lot of truth in that too. You know, trade what you see, not what you think. That's also have lots of truth in it. Had 6.8 left on to blow my account with TPT, recovered, got funded. Oh my gosh, Pipster, that's a hell of a story, man. From $6 up to 2K payout. Oh wow, that's a good job, man. That's a really good job. Smash the likes. Thank you, thank you. That's a really good job. Can I get back my 100K account? I have, oh no, $1,200 drawdown. Content Hunter is also manageable. All right. So one thing, Content Hunter, one thing you need to understand, you might not going to be able to recover it in one session or one day. So you got to give yourself a few extra days there. Okay. But it is what it is. It's better to grind a few extra days on your funded account than to start over. All right. You got to understand, but you will do better. I know you can make it, man. I know you can. We are at 105 likes. Thank you, everybody. Oh, sorry. Party Trader says you should get EuroX and trade DEX for the London session. I think you can do that at Apex. I think you have to subscribe for the data. The EuroX, and you can trade EuroX, I think. MS, thank you for subscribing. Welcome to the channel. Thanks for joining. Welcome. Guys, this price action is just so typical. Not just because it's London, it's FOMC, you know. I think it's just gonna go sideways all New York morning. Yo, welcome, Pipster. Content Hunter, you'll make it. And, you know, it is what it is. And as I said, better to grind a little bit slowly a few days more on that funded account, even in drawdown, than to start all over again, right? So, you know, it is what it is. A little bit more time, but you're going to do it better slowly. It was FOMO. I know, man. It's the FOMO is. By the way, at MyFundedFutures, the Rapid account and the Pro accounts are still on sale. They extended it until the 24th. So if you would like to grab some MyFundedFutures account, you can also use my code. It's up there. Use the code TOMSABO. It's going to give you the best available discount at MyFundedFutures. And yeah. It's just a shameless plug again. And of course, every other prop firm. I think Apex is still around 85% or 90% off, something like that. Bulenox is 89% off. So those sales are ending maybe tomorrow or after tomorrow. I'm not sure. Let's see. I'm only copying this on 2 accounts, so it's 2 small trades. Actually, this trade right now is just a bit of a recovery mode. because I'm copying it on 2 Apex funded accounts that are in drawdown. So we'll see. You know, AG added more to the short. Oh my gosh. Uh, 6,800 on ES. 6,800 on ES. Oh wow, yeah. Oh my gosh, yeah. 6,800. Look at that. I'm gonna put a line here. And the rooster alert as well. All right. Oil, it's at yeah, up at 93. Yesterday I made it again, Tom. I need $18 to pass. Oh my gosh. And it went to 1,400 drawdown. Well, at least you recovered a little bit there. What is happening with NQ? Guys, this is unbelievable. Unbelievable. I don't want to add more to this trade, to be honest. It would be great to add to it, but because, you know, price action is so bad, let's just leave it. You made 150 on a quick oil rip. Let's go, Psycho G. SMT with ES, right? Well, yes, I think still could be. Oh, look at that. Is there something here? Okay, nothing there on ES. Just kind of watching for some levels here. Okay, now this is interesting. This is interesting on the 5-minute on ES. Let me show you. Could be helping the short trade here on NQ. Right there is a fair value gap. Picked up liquidity. Market structure shift. All right, so that makes this level on ES, the 5-minute, a possible demand zone on the 5-minute. Look at that. $67.98. All right, I like that level, to be honest. That is valid. That is absolutely valid, by the way. Absolutely valid. So I'm kind of having more confidence, even though it's going after my stop loss maybe, but I'm kind of having more confidence. If ES would try again to go through that 6,800 down to that demand zone, that would be great. That can help us out. That it should be, it could be pulling down NQ. I don't know. Anyone know how long it takes to get funds from work market? Usually about a business day or two. 1 or 2 business days. If you're wiring it to your regular bank account, Simple Peter. For example, to me on international bank wire, it took me 1 full business day, I think. Or was it 36 hours? Something like that. International bank wire. Go somewhat. Yeah, is it somewhat filled? Let me check it. You mean maybe being mitigated? Yes, it's true. You are absolutely right. That is absolutely right. It's being mitigated once here. Now, if that happens, that's usually a lower probability zone. It's still valid, by the way. But thank you for actually pointing this out. So this here has been mitigated once, and that is always makes a demand or supply zone a little bit less probable to hit. for the next time. But it's still valid, so it's still down there until it's getting taken out on the low here. It's still going to be valid, but lower possibility. So actually a very good question. But yeah, still there. Man, what a price action. Every push gets sold now. Well, you know, there is liquidity down there. Even on the 5 minute, I mean, there's a 5 minute fair value gap as well. Okay. So we have a 5 minute fair value gap starting at 148.75. On the upside, I mean, it can squeeze the shorts for sure, but like there's less possible or juicy liquidity areas than just to spike down there, take liquidity, and then do whatever, right? But if you would have this cover, we can share Discord. Discord level of idea. Like, look at my message about C bounce. I posted before it bounces. I had my levels drawn. That's true. I could do that. I mean, it's gonna happen. I want to do chart analysis, forecasts, possible entry levels or zones, target zones as well. $350's ultimate resistance. I checked that. Yeah. I trust that NQ has a lot of reasons for it to come down. Yeah. It has some reasons to go lower. Well, we'll see, you know. If it wants to get that there, again, I'm sorry, I can't speak. There's a 5 minute gap below 50. So, you know. But so far, we're just hovering here. The thing is, it can also bounce because it seems like some buyers are popping it every time it makes a new low, it's just getting popped higher. I guess buyers are just absorbing those orders and boom, pops up on every drop. Just like the other side of this. Asking a question, Discord. Oh, sorry, AD. What was the question? Oh, on my Discord. Oh my gosh. Let me just check it. Was it on my Discord, AD? My gosh. It was a while back. Jesus. Hold on. Oh my gosh. Let me log in. 80. Sorry. Let me see. Yeah, did you message me a private DM or was it in the chat? Not me. Oh, like a month back. Oh, AD. I just want to say, if you need help or some questions, hit me up with a DM, and or you can post it in the general chat, whichever suits you, and I will get back to you. All right. Might be will just change position on my chart. Seen this before? I don't know. I don't know. I really wanted to see. Okay, ES is there. Yeah, so there's the gap on the 5 minute. Actually, that's not even valid because that was the 1 minute gap, but now it's a 5 minute gap. Yes, 62.8 all over mark from. Huh. What a crazy price action. It's being bought up on every drop. Wow. Tapping. I mean, I'm okay for holding the position, you know, Psycho G. I'm fine with it. Because I tried to do that many times to take profit. Like even this TP here, the 150.50 is way closer than my original TP should be 144 down there, but the early TP right now is already an early TP for me at 150.50. So if it's not taking my TP and it goes back up there to my stop, at least I will know it. But I'm just curious. I want to know if that level is going to get hit down there. That's it. So usually I have this bad state of emotion. Like if I would close my TP multiple times, like way before or just a bit before the TP, and it would be just constantly hitting the TP after I close manually, I'm afraid that it would build up some bad habits on my end. I would be cutting my winners the next time and the next time and the next time. So I just want to be more patient and disciplined and wait for the level. And again, just waiting for my answer from the market, you know. That's it. Move your saddle middle to lock in gains. Now, currently, as far as I'm seeing, I think price can push back anytime up to the 170s, 180s in any second. And, you know, if I want to reconsider my stop, there is no level here that I want to use, not even on the 1 minute. So if it goes up to 192.50, then chances are high that it's going to make a new high. So my point is that, like, it's not hurting my emotions or my account if I'm still holding my stop loss at 192.50. I'm okay with the bit of a loss there. Not a big deal. again, if it goes higher than 192, then more likely it's going to try to go for 200 anyway. So I'm comfortable with my stop loss at that point. And I think everybody, so this is again like a subjective thing for everybody. It's a personal perspective or thing. Like, what is the stop level on your trade that you think like, okay, if that's gonna hit the stop, or I mean, is that going to hurt your emotions or your confidence or whatnot? So if it hits the stop here, for me, it's not going to hurt my confidence at all. I'm perfectly fine managing the trade next time. I'm perfectly fine looking for the next one, and this just goes down the toilet, so no problem. My stop is my faith on God. Well, actually, that's a good stop. Yeah, I mean, you can lock in profits. There's nothing wrong with locking in profits. There's nothing wrong. That, again, this is why it is so different for everybody. If you feel like that you're handling your emotions, your trades better by moving your stop to break even as soon as possible, obviously it has to be reasonable, right? Not just move your stop to break even every, after you go to green with just a few ticks. But like, you got to have your own reasons and valid objectives to move your stop to break even. If you move it to break even, it's your decision. If you take partials, awesome. This is why you got to develop your own way, carving out your own way of trading, or how to handle your emotions. Oh, this is so slow, so slow. No, I don't use that. SBO, Segla. No, I don't use. Oh my gosh, look at that. It's not looking good. Well, it is what it is. All the new contracts are split about 50-50 volume. Oh. Well, I think it should be shifting by the New York session. Look at this move. What's happening on ES? ES also moving higher. Not good. Not good. But it's just barcoding here. How unfortunate this is. And why my trading view is so slow? It's just frozen. Okay. A little bit choppy here. Well, 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 it is what it is. We tried. We really did. It's just watching paint dry right now. This price action is like very crazy. Crazy price action. It's just so slow. Slow. All right. I forgot to do one thing. And don't worry, I'm going to 92.50. I'm going to get the stops off because I need to put in OCO orders. 92.50 is going to be my buy stop. And TP is going to be right there. Okay, it's better. Just in case if I have to leave my computer and I just want to make sure that orders are going to be taken off. Well, it seems like it's going to hit the stop there. I think it's ready to push above the 188. Look at this spike up there from 3 a.m. That's the London Open. Basically opening range high at London. 188.50. Too bad. So possible buy side at 188.50. Confluence Trader, hello. Let's talk about Terry. Well, all we can say is that she's the greatest host. Absolutely super kind, super generous, super awesome. Slow market is bad for us. Yeah. Yeah, slow. That's why if there would have been some volume, I would have put on more contracts, but like in this environment, it's just really, really bad. Okay. This is a really, really messed up price action for sure. I'm just watching. I thought that ES is gonna just drop through that 6,800. down to that zone. It's not doing it yet. The reaction to oil. Is this the reaction? Yeah. Let's see, what's the better? Oh, beautiful weather outside. Nice and sunny. ICT guys always enters where I cover. Very scare modes, there always be the best entry. Yeah. All right. What a slow price action. Give a pullback. I mean, it would be only 25 points to drop. How hard can it be for NQ to drop 25 points? It's just not doing it, you know. 2 micros only, yes. Yes, load and lock. It's just a very small trade. I'm copying this on 2 of my funded accounts. I'm looking to get $100 on each. Nothing special, it's a very small position. Just watching Confluence Trader, all right. Yeah, oil can go to everywhere. I mean, look at crude on the 1 hour. I mean, especially if the war is not going to stop, which I don't think is going to stop, by the way. The more time it's going to take, the higher the oil prices are going to go. I can tell you that if there's going to be no deal made with Iran or something is not going to happen, you know, $119 is going to be the least of our concerns. It's going to go all up to $200 or even higher. Imagine $200 per barrel. Look at that. We had that back in 2008. And then we had 166 in 2011. So, you know, everybody's going to get effed at $200 per barrel. You know, what can we do? Yeah. 10 micros in. Oh my gosh, Anton, be careful there. You get chewed up. You're giving up. Yeah, this price action is terrible. Absolutely terrible. Guess Trump didn't think it. Yeah, so I'm not gonna go and take sides in politics, but that thing I can tell you guys, like, I think I think the US or Trump actually, they didn't think that, I mean, they thought that it's going to go down in 2 days or whatever. And I think they miscalculated a little bit. So what can we do, right? If you ask me, I was reading some articles about this on Bloomberg and Reuters. I think this war can escalate maybe for years. For years. I think this could be Iraq too. You know. But this is just my, you know. Yeah, it hit the negative prices. Yeah, it did. All right, see you next time, Curry Fishbowl. Thank you. I think Iranians are well prepared to hold on. You know, I think they are very, very much prepared to hold on to anything. But anyway, doesn't matter. No, Fizzly, don't long oil. Definitely not saying that. But, you know. What the hell is going on here? Oh my gosh. Are we finally gonna see something here? Oil is popping again? Oh yeah, it's above 94. Wow. Okay. Okay. James Trade, hello. Thank you for joining. Welcome to the channel. Thank you, James Trade. Welcome. Oh yeah, Leslie was right. AG still adding to the short. Oh my gosh. Foreshadowing could be. Hello, M Brownie. Not today, but tomorrow or Friday we're gonna do something. All right. Hey, what's up, Atai? Welcome. What the hell is going on here? Yeah, thank you, Leslie, for being here. See you next time. Oh my gosh, guys, this is like watching paint dry, really. Okay, I can't do this any longer. I'm sorry. I'm going to leave my trade on, but I'm going to sign off. My stop loss is going to stay at 192.50. My TP is going to stay at 150.50. I think this one is just going to go sideways for who knows how long. If it drops, let it be. So I'm going to leave the trade on. Okay, everything is going to stay on. We'll see what happens. Okay, thank you. Thank you so much, everybody, for being here. It was a pretty crappy London session. I'll be back for my funded TV today, and I'll try to squeeze in some Euro stream. I don't know if I can, but thank you. If you would like to support the channel, I would be super grateful if you guys would use my code, which is up there in the banner. It's TOMSABO. It's everywhere, except unfortunately right now, Take Profit Trader is not accepting my code. But if you want to grab some Apex, Bulenox, MyFundedFutures, Funded Futures Network, buy one, get one for free accounts, or Lucid Trading, for example, Lucid Trading, TRADEIFY accounts. If we get some more TRADEIFY sales, by the way, this month, they told me we're going to get some codes to give away. All right. So thank you so much for supporting and everything. This is a very bad range, but I'm going to leave my trade on. We'll see what happens. And, you know, stay safe. Don't overtrade. And God bless you all. And, you know, we'll see you guys later. All right. Cheers, everybody. God bless.